What's up, everybody? Kier Gomes here, and welcome back. For those of you that know me, you know I love playing cards. Most of you also know I love casino-style playing cards, and I'm sure most of you know I also love pink casino-style playing cards. So today's episode is just going to be a real treat for all of us. We are going to be taking a look at the new Jerry's Nuggets Rose Edition by Expert Playing Card Company and Riffle Shuffle. These are basically just the newest colorway in the Jerry's reprints lineup. As most of you know, the Jerry's Nuggets are a super popular deck from the 1970s. Kind of rare, and there's a lot of lore around them, which is why they're so interesting and so cool. And in 2019, they were reprinted at the USPCC by the Expert Playing Card Company in license with Jerry's Nuggets. And this newest edition adds Riffle Shuffle to the whole mix, so I'm sure we're in for something good. Before we get started, please do drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's roll that intro and get you guys on your way.
Let's go.
All right, so as I mentioned, this deck is produced by Riffle Shuffle. It was printed with the United States Playing Card Company on crushed paper stock, and Kevin Yu and Riffle Shuffle helped print the deck and distribute it. So all kinds of good people, all kinds of good cooks in the kitchen here, so really excited. Okay, I've said it enough times, let's just get into it. The tuck box is done in traditional glossy cardstock, just like most decks of cards that you would see. It's not matte, there's nothing really super special about the paper. Just as with all the Jerry's Nuggets, the back design of the cards are printed on the front and back of the tuck box, leaving it very minimal and very aesthetic. Both sides of the deck say Jerry's Nugget in that Jerry's Nugget classic font. The bottom has some ad copy about all of the people involved in producing this deck, and the top says North Las Vegas, Nevada. As well, you get your off-center Jerry's Nugget seal, only instead of being blue this time, it is done in pink, which matches the color of the deck. For the sake of comparison, you can see there is not a lot of difference between the Jerry's Nuggets and the new Rose Edition. So that's it for the tuck. Let's take a look at the cards. Ooh, so good. Yes. All right, your back design looks like this. You can see it is the Jerry's Nuggets oil rig logo mirrored on top and bottom. And it has this really nice like baby pink color in the background. And this is very similar to the pink used on the Ace Fultons. However, it is a little bit darker and a little bit richer. Your Ace of Spades is gonna look like this. It is standard Ace index. However, it has an enlarged Jerry's Nugget spade pip in the middle. This time though, done in pink instead of black, which is what you would normally see. As well, you can see at the bottom, it says Litho in USA. And then the serial number at the bottom is A0220RS. Now, I suspect, based on that code at the bottom, the 0220RS, the RS, obviously, I think in this case stands for Riffle Shuffle, and my guess would be that they made this deal in February of 2020. Maybe the launch was affected by COVID, maybe it just took a little bit longer, but either way, we got the cards. You're gonna get your standard Jerry's Nuggets Jokers, only again, this time done in pink. It's probably pretty hard to see with the light, but ultimately it just says compliments of Jerry's Nugget. Has the logo, it says Joker in both corners, and then it says Las Vegas, Nevada right there at the bottom. Classic casino Jokers, and I really think that when you have a casino style deck, your Jokers do need to be kind of formulaic and that they all kind of follow the same compliments of logo made in Las Vegas. So very on par with not only Jerry's Nuggets, but other trending casino decks, so nice. All right, so in terms of ad cards and gaff cards, you are going to get a blank card, which you can use for literally anything. You can use it for a cut card if you're dealing poker, you don't want them to see what card's on the bottom. You can do a blank fan, you can do a card eraser, you can do all kinds of great effects with just a blank card. And you get a double backer, which I really appreciate. As some of you know, this is my favorite gaff card. If you guys want to know what I use double backers for, I do have a video, 3 different ways you can use a double backer, so make sure you check that out. I also really like this because the Jerry's reprints, like the Jerry's Nuggets didn't come with any gaff cards, but the Jerry's reprints, they came with kind of lackluster gaff cards. They didn't come with a double backer, so really glad that we got that. The rest of the faces in this deck are completely standard, just like you would see them on a bicycle deck. The only difference is that the blue on the court cards is a little bit deeper and the line work is a lot thinner than you would see on a bicycle deck. Ultimately, it just really looks more vintage this way. They did the same thing with the Jerry's reprints. The OG Jerry's obviously were vintage, so they didn't have to do it, but yeah, the line work on the faces is actually a little bit thinner. So let me grab a bicycle deck and kind of show you guys. So this is a Jack of Diamonds from a Tally-Ho deck, which is basically, it's the exact same as you would see it on a bicycle deck. And then this is the Jack of Diamonds on the pink Jerry. So the differences are subtle, but they're also there, and you can tell if you look at them. And that's pretty much everything I can say for the way this deck looks, and I really just can't wait to talk about how it handles, so let's get into it. Okay, so handling wise, you pretty much know what to expect. These cards are printed by the USPCC, and they are on a crushed paper stock. So they are relatively thin, as you can see. They feel just about the same as the modern edition Jerry's Nuggets reprints. So if you got any of the Jerry's, that's exactly what these feel like. And if not, just pick up a really soft and really nice feeling deck of cards and you're pretty much on your way. This is what the cards look like when you fan them. Nothing special, just that great pink color that pops through with the white. There's nothing that really makes this fan super special, but it does look really good. For some reason too, like the edges of the deck are really, really, really smooth. Like they don't feel rough at all. Very, very soft. If you found the deck for the indices, this is what you get. You just see all the index. It looks exactly like a standard deck when you do that, which, as most of you know, I really like. The cards spring really well. They feel great out of the box. Not a lot of resistance. They just spring right off the fingers. Here's that new gerbil sound. Yes, one more time. Ooh, so good. The cards look like they faro best from top to bottom, but it is hard to say because they also faroed really well from bottom to top. But either way, they definitely faro great, as you can expect from any deck printed at the USPCC. You know what? It's been a while since we've done a Giant fan. We do one like every 10 episodes, so maybe we're overdue. Ooh, very pretty. I know I suck at Giant fans, but I really like that. It's just a great, great pink color. You know what it's time for? A snappiness check. Whoa. Yeah, these cards are, they are snappy indeed. If you listen to that, that's definitely a snappy card. So, there you go. Well guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode and my review of the new Rose Edition Jerry's Nugget playing cards by Expert Playing Card Company, Riffle Shuffle, printed by the USPCC and in license with the real Jerry's Nuggets. Whew, man, that was a lot. Final thoughts. You guys know me, I'm a huge fan of the color pink, as you can probably tell from my channel. But also just in general, I really, really like the way that these cards feel. I like the way they look. I like the way they make me feel when I handle them. So yeah, definitely regret not buying all of these or as many as I could, because this is definitely a good everyday deck for you card lovers out there. As well, for those of you that know, I work over at Pure Imagination Projects, and we did just launch a new deck on Kickstarter, and that is the El Retro Casino deck. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, I will leave the link to the Kickstarter down below. Go check it out, support us, get that deck printed. We have a really low goal, should be fairly easy to meet, but I will need your guys' help, so feel free to check out that link. All right, hope you guys are staying safe, hope you guys are staying healthy, washing your hands, social distancing, all that stuff. If you guys are interested in picking up this deck for yourself, I am sorry to say it did sell out on Riffle Shuffle's website already. However, you can look it up on third-party retail sites. I'm sure you'll find at least a couple there. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, everybody, and I hope you'll consider subscribing for more awesome videos just like this. With all that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. I know I will. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Let's go.